EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing right away is Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one too wide and incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the #1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Smith to return it. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a 2nd and 10.
All right. Love it.
Throwing now is Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, south.
Stroud to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Rolling to his left. This one taken in by Stover. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 6.
Here we go.
That's complete to Dell. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
11.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
No.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On play action, here's Williams. And again, back to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Santos' kick is up and through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come on, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Play action. Now Williams.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Rome Odunze
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
3rd and 4.
Here we go. 11. Why Tony? Look to hot.
Stroud working out of the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. Put a little sand down on the stage.
On the quick, right?
I'll take your word for it, my man. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
2J.
And Stroud now to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Why, Tony?
Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play action. Stroud now.
Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now Stroud.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Look the hot, look the hot.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing now is Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Stroud will look to throw once more.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Stroud to throw it.
To Mixon on the check down.
Now a pause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stroud escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Back now in Houston. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. Brevin Jordan. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Here's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going to get. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Kyler Gordon picks it off. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, but a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
To throw, it's Williams.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
To throw, Williams.
And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Throwing is Williams.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfect.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bears 48, Texans 24. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Hey, south.
Stroud off the play fake.
Rolling to, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
The Texans on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
To the air, Williams.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the point after try for Santos. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion left. That's Collins. Stroud looking to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Stroud.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz.
And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Stroud out of the gun here. Flush to his right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Eluding the pressure. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Dayo Odeyingbo
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
He's got it, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And the lead is down to 24. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
Throw right side taken in by Odunze.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
put the new 4Gs on the G. I into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. All this designer on my body got me drip, drip. Hey, straight up out the objects, I'm a big. If I got up, I'ma sip, sip. I run the racks up with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these.